Wow, the water seems really super ragey today. Look at that. And it is rather windy out here. But the water is not normally this ragey, and it's all blowing in one direction, which is also interesting. Like normally it comes in flat, like parallel with the beach. But it's all seems, you can look at it this way. It's all blowing in that direction. Like okay, so this is the south, so it's a west wind blowing toward the east. Because there's the sun and it's morning. But wow, it's very choppy, very windy, very rough tide this morning. I wonder if it's reflecting what's going on in the world right now with all the raging. Yeah, look at that. You can definitely tell it's more like looking at the lines of the waves, it's more like a screw than it is flat. Yeah, like I was saying about the world going on with the raging of the world, the raging of wars. I wonder if it's like paralleling that, like it's interpreting that, because I can't unsee what I saw yesterday. Ben Shapiro, I caught him on because he came on at a weird time. I was like, oh, he's on. And he spent the whole time sharing videos from Israel, what Hamas is doing to Israel. And I've never seen anything like that in my life. People are like, yeah, wars have been going on forever, yada, yada, yada. It's like, no. You have to see the videos if you think that this is just a plain old war. These aren't people attacking soldiers. These are people killing innocent people, defenseless people. You don't kill defenseless people. That's not something humane. These people are not humane. They're reprobated is the only word I can think of, because I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I don't watch a lot of gory movies, so you're like, oh well, I've seen like that. I'm like, well, look, those are science fiction or movies or whatever you're watching on TV. This is real life. People, I still see people like being shot and falling out of their windows, and I don't even want to go into it. It's just horrifying what I saw yesterday, and that's been going on since Saturday morning, and we're not hearing anything about it except from Ben Shapiro. I mean, what's up with the news? I mean, we hear more about Ukraine, and it's like I look at Russia and Ukraine as a civil war thing. It's like this is flat out horrifying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Jesus is coming soon, and not because there's a war, but we knew that this was going to happen, and we knew what's going to happen with Damascus soon. So if Damascus gets nuked soon, I'm not calling for it, I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying it's going to happen. I mean, just like I don't call for the death of people, everybody dies though. I mean, it's inevitable. 9 out of every 9 people die. It's a fact. I mean, I had to block so many people lately because I'd post something and then they'd get on there and say crazy, insane things that that they've been brainwashed. And then they're sitting there trying to turn it on you. Oh, you guys are brainwashed. I mean, Hitler was a great man. Like, no, he wasn't. What are you, crazy? Wow. That's what this world is turning into. People that are so full of the lie, they can't see the truth. There's no bargaining with them. There's no communicating with them. They can't be persuaded. I mean, it's like lately I've been noticing that the people they're just reprobate. They're two-dimensional. There's no depth to them whatsoever. Unfortunately, there's never going to understand. And let's be honest. I think it's their own doing. I think that they followed the way of Bala. They followed the way of pleasure over the way of righteousness. At some point in everybody's life, I think they have a choice, and either to do what's right or to do what's more pleasing. I guess you can say the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. And of course, people go toward pleasure instead of what's right too many times. I mean, we don't expect more than 90% of this population. Let me reverse that, make it easier. I don't expect more than 10% of the population of Earth to understand. And my prayers used to be to eliminate people who will never get saved. But when I was working, I realized whenever I used to pray about this one person who was just a detriment to our system, when they did get sick and had to be in the hospital for a while, I had to do twice as much work. So I was going, okay, so maybe they were not pulling their weight, but not having them was like, yeah, I had to pull even more weight. So I realize now that even though some of these people out there, they're never, ever, ever going to get saved, there's still a purpose for them right now. And I know that sounds cruel, and I know it sounds very blasé, but I don't know how else to convey it. I'm just trying to give some hope in the world full of darkness. I'm out here in paradise and just not able to understand what I saw in the videos. I'm out here in paradise, living in a safe place. I don't fear people parachuting from the sky and killing me right now. I don't fear people in those houses over there with guns trying to shoot me and snipe me from the beach. I don't have these fears. So I'm living in paradise while people over there are being butchered and murdered and just completely wiped out. And it's just horrifying. I even saw a person this morning that says, well, we in New Zealand don't get involved in other people's affairs. And going, well, I'm sure some people in New Zealand are not reprobate yet, because they probably do care when they see, innocent children and women and old people and defenseless people getting butchered by people with guns and automatic weapons. And I'm sure there's some people in New Zealand that still care. No, don't say that New Zealand doesn't care about other countries. Maybe your regime doesn't, like our regime doesn't. And I know that Biden said he stands for Israel. Yeah, right. That's why he sent $6 billion to Iran. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that this is not something that's been planned by, like, say, Klaus Schwab or whatever, but I'd still like to see it. And I know these things are going to happen. Whenever I saw Afghanistan, all the bad things happened in there after our crazy resident pulled out, I was crying for days whenever I saw how innocent, once again, women, children, defenseless people were being murdered by that regime. But I knew things like that has to happen. It's not fun to watch it, though. It's like the Bible says, bad things will come, but woe to those who bring them. Well, thank you for spending 7 minutes with me and enjoying the beautiful view. If you don't like to hear the truth, then you can always turn the volume off and just enjoy the view. But comment below if you agree. If you don't agree, don't bother. I'll just block you. If you're one of these people that says, "Oh, I support murder and terrorism," well, I'm going to block you. I don't play games when it comes to the innocents. Innocent people must be protected. All right, have a fantastic day. Today is Tuesday, and we're not home yet. But I hear the trumpet about any minute about to blow. I hear him like, he's about to blow that trumpet. We're about to go home any minute now. See you guys in the air soon, hopefully.